I'm sitting here with the one and only BOHDI, and this is incredible because I just heard her perform her set, and it was very vulnerable and it was very emotional.
Oh, that's
and
good.
especially, of course, your last song, "Scare Me," which was so stunningly beautiful, and just you and the piano was incredible. So would you just like to, introduce yourself? If there's like a Tinder profile for musicians.
Tinder profile.
What would yours be?
Wow, mine would be Instagram then, definitely. I'm
Yeah.
a bit of an Instagram whore. I don't know if I can use that, can I?
No, it's totally fine.
Yeah, no, I love, my Instagram is I am BOHDI, so it's I am BOHDI, and I
Okay.
use that mostly for like my promotion and stuff like that.
Go follow her, guys.
Follow me.
Follow her. Watch her stories. I know I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched
I
them.
need to follow you. Amazing. We need to follow each other.
Yes, for sure. All right, but so obviously you're up there with the piano.
Yeah.
Now, is the piano your dominant instrument?
I'm not a technical piano player, but I always start writing my songs on the piano. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I like sitting behind it and just having a moment. I don't know. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, and since when did you start playing piano?
Oh, well, since I was young, I taught myself. So I can't read music or anything like that. So I can't do anything classical. But I just started listening to songs and like copying the chords and that kind of thing, and just teaching myself the like basic pop structure. if you know what I
Amazing.
mean. Yeah.
No, but I think that's awesome if you learn by ear and you just practice with it's like guitar tabs, which is like the app.
Oh yeah, I tried that. I'm so bad at guitar.
Yeah, no.
I can't do it. I don't know what it
guitar,
is.
but piano.
We'll just
Piano's
stick to
where it
piano
is.
for now.
But tell me a bit about your style. For those who haven't listened to your music before,
Yeah.
what can they expect?
Well, my songs are very heartfelt, so they're definitely written from like a personal, vulnerable place.
Yeah.
So they can be a little bit emotional
I
sometimes.
know.
Or the other extreme, they can be a little bit out there and a bit sparky, because I've got a bit of a wild side to me as well. So it's like the two
Ooh.
worlds coming together.
Yeah.
But the music is kind of, I'd say, soulful pop. But then if you listen to the produced stuff, it's got a little bit of a tribal element to it in the production.
Right.
Yeah, like really influenced by like reggae and
Awesome.
African music, actually.
So where did that come from?
My parents are South African. So we spent a lot of time in Africa growing up. So I think I just was around this amazing tribal music. And I love it.
That's so lovely, like reviving
Yeah.
like, kind of something that's cultural and also integrating it with today's
Into
music.
pop music.
Into pop.
Into pop.
No, that's incredible. And your voice is so athletic. I have no other way to describe it.
Wow.
It just really exercises all the ranges and you can
Oh,
really reach
cool.
everything. And I just wanted to know, like, what for you musically are you most proud of yourself? Like, wow, I've worked on this, like my vibrato, my falsetto or something, and I'm so proud of it.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I think, do you know what, I used to be scared to go high because I thought I sounded horrible going high, and I've got quite a nasal voice, but I've just learned to embrace it. I'm like, do you know what, that's how
Seriously,
it sounds.
I'm so
and
glad you did.
yeah, I never did it, honestly, until 2 years ago or
Seriously?
something, or even a year ago. I just couldn't do, I was so shy about it. So I'm actually, it's good just to let go and...
It's literally letting go with your voice. No,
Letting
that's
go.
incredible. And when did you start singing?
Probably like 10 years ago, but I wasn't very good. But I just kept pushing myself.
That's
I
how we
started
get-
in a rock band, so there was a lot
Oh.
of shouting and like that husky
Oh,
tone.
that's where the...
Yeah, it's actually
Oh.
gone. It used to be so much more husky. It used to sound like I'd smoked 100 packs of cigarettes a day.
Really?
Yeah. But just started like that, having fun with it,
That's amazing.
exploring it.
So when did you know that this was something you wanted to do as a career or professionally?
Oh, probably since I was like 8. I just
Okay.
knew I
Started
wanted, but
early.
I was so shy, so I don't think I could execute it.
Right.
But I left home when I was 15, and I went to this like performing arts school, and I think that was just where they like pushed me and just made me come out of my shell a bit.
And do you think you've found your style? Because obviously it's quite hard to,
I think so, but it grows like every year. So
For
it depends
sure.
who I'm working with, like producer-wise and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think the main thing has always stayed the same, with just that basic singer-songwriter, piano, vocal, and then like you can do whatever you want with it afterwards.
That's amazing. So do you plan to maybe like learn more instruments?
Guitar. By the end of this little tour, I'm gonna play guitar live. I'm like determined.
Yes.
I have to.
That's amazing.
I have to do at least one song.
And you can switch halfway to piano.
Just like, I could do this. I could do, even if it's not very good.
That's amazing. So you've been kind of on tour right now. Well, you just started, didn't you?
Yeah, the universities.
Going around to universities and things. And obviously you've been seeing a lot of students and talking with them. And you are of similar age to all of us as well. So how does that feel? Like, what's the reception like?
It's weird because I never went to uni, so I'm kind of seeing what it would be like. And it's just such a cool environment. I'm just getting this... Yeah. It's like everyone's trying to figure out who they are and what's next. And I know, like, that's how I feel a lot anyway, just trying to figure out who I am now as a woman, rather than like a little girl.
For sure.
You know, that transition.
So
I just keep looking... Yeah, it's quite
middle
awkward.
School kind of...
And you're like, I don't know if I'm like, should I be cool or should I just be like me, my geeky self? So it's I think it's quite a challenging time for students. I think like you're figuring out who you are and what you want to do, but at the same time you're like free. So it's like independence is awesome.
I guess. Yeah, but at the same time we see you perform, we're like, wow, like how do you do that? Because obviously going on stage, that's a very courageous thing to do. And like you said, you were quite shy before, so how did you... It's quite
hard doing it at universities, actually, because I think people are here to work, study, and they're having their lunch. I don't want to invade, but I'm also like trying to introduce myself. So it's actually a really good test for me to get over my fears as well.
No, I mean like...
brave.
No, everyone was like kind of just like, you know, not really looking, but they're definitely listening.
It's fine.
No, they're all kind of like, oh, and then getting distracted. And I just see them like stopping. I was like...
That's a good sign.
That is a good sign. No, but this is awesome that you're doing this. So, like, obviously it can be quite scary. So what's your biggest fear, I guess, about, you know, doing this and pursuing this?
Oh, it's just that people will hate it and just find you really irritating. That's like my worst fear, is people just not enjoying it. And I think because I'm a bit like Marmite, my voice is quite unique. And I think, Marmite, I just say that to people all the time because I think people love it or they really hate it because it's kind of a harsh tone. So I think like, I'm just learning to embrace that. Like, not everyone is going to love your music. Not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's just life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And obviously these kind of messages, like you do a lot of like kind of anthems for people who are like going through something.
Yeah.
So just tell me a little bit about your music and, you know, where it comes from for you.
For me, well, it started because I was going through a lot of... I'd go through sort of depressive spells growing up where I'd lock myself away for 2 weeks and just not speak to anyone, and then I'd come out and be this bubbly big character that everyone loved. So I think I was quite tormented by that growing up. So when I'd lock myself away, I would just write. And I wasn't musical at all, but I think it just started as a therapy for me. So like with the music, I just really wanted to connect with people and sort of hope that it can sort of help heal people in a way. Just that then they know they're not alone, and that it's actually strong to be vulnerable. It's not a bad thing to be vulnerable. 100%. It's actually awesome to say, hey, I'm like a bit of a mess right now. Like, it's okay. And I think you let people into your life to help you that way as well. And we all go through crap, so
100%.
I just want the music to be really transparent and be like, almost like take the mick out of myself a bit as well and have fun with it and be like, I'm not perfect, just like a... You know,
like a normal
talk about all the human weaknesses, basically.
No, that's awesome. And like, I'm so happy that writing helped you get out of
it did.
That, because it can be such a dark kind of headspace to be in.
It really can.
But then ironically also makes you kind of come up with the best kind of ways to communicate that to people, which is through music.
I think if you have an outlet, that's the biggest thing. Like, so all that pain, if you can put that into something, whether it's like painting a picture or writing a song, I don't know, if some people, they just run, they just exercise. Yeah. And I think if you've got an outlet, it's really, you can get through it. Yeah. And this is like incredible that, you know, you've turned it into something positive. So out of all your songs that you've written, what are you most kind of proud of at this point in time? Scare Me. Definitely, yeah. Was it your first one that you actually... Yeah, so all my music hasn't been released yet, so that's the only one I've put out as like a little soft thing. So that is on Spotify. We might be taking it down, but it's on Spotify for now. But that I wrote in Nashville last year. I went for 6 months, and I thought I was going to give up music. So for me, it was like I wrote that as a starting again kind of thing with my friend in Nashville. So we basically just wrote that, had a moment. And it was awesome.
I'm sure you did. We all had a moment. We listened to that.
That's good.
Oh, it's amazing. So
thank
Scare Me. And it still holds the same meaning to you, right? Scare Me? Because sometimes songs do like change meaning for you.
I know some of the other songs I'm like, getting a bit bored of singing those. But this one I feel like I'm still trying to be brave. And I think, so when I sing it, I feel like, okay, I'm still scared, but that's okay. To do stuff scared.
For sure, because that makes you, want to get better and like overcome things. So you're doing amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And well, we have hit the 10-minute mark.
Amazing.
But thank you so much for sitting down to talk to me
it
today. It's so nice to just chill out and
I know, it's good.
And you said you lost your voice, didn't you?
Oh, I know. I've got my whiskey in my cup though.
But I can't even notice it.
Good.
And I think it adds to like the texture.
Oh, yes, it sounds like
it does. Do some
the
ASMR.
husky thing.
Yeah. All right, but thank you so much.
Oh, it's so
and
lovely.
good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you.
And for big things in the future.
Thank you.